Hello and welcome to the Banter FC podcast, a show where we discuss Premier League football. Today we're joined by Nash, Joey, who is on one side, and me, Meryl.
Okay.
Hello and welcome to the Banter FC podcast, a show where we discuss Premier League football. Today we're joined by Nash, who's a Liverpool fan, Joey, who will be on your screen on either side. He's a Manchester United fan, and me, an Arsenal fan. We're here to talk about, like I said, Premier League football. We're going to start with deadline day because it happened on Monday. Joey, do you want to start talking about United's transfers and what do you think of their transfer business this season on the whole?
I think it was shambles. Sancho's transfer did not happen, which I guess, unlike from other United fans, I can say I knew it wasn't going to happen. Just looking at all the details.
Yeah.
If it did happen, it would be great, but I guess he's still one player. He's not going to fix the entire squad with everything that's happening.
Yeah.
But don't you think y'all needed a defender more than Sancho?
I do. Like we were discussing before. I was saying that the wages that we would pay Sancho and just buying him, we could have gotten 3 players that we needed in defense, in the midfield, and someone to assist Martial up front. Maybe Igalo is definitely just a backup, but that's all that he is. He's not a long-term plan, and those are the 3 that I wanted addressed. Upamecano was one defender that I really wanted to see come in. It did not happen. Van der Beek was a surprise because now they've just complicated that whole swapping players thing for all. And Sancho would have been good, but nah. One way I think it's good it didn't happen. Another surprise was Cavani. I have kind of mixed emotions about him because I see him coming in and doing the same thing that Zlatan did
But
as a
you,
mentor.
but you can't.
Let him finish.
No,
Sorry,
but,
Joey.
But Cavani
continue.
and Zlatan, they're two different
Just
players.
one sec, Joey, finish.
Yeah, so that's what I have to say about Cavani. I'm waiting to see what he has to bring to the team. I don't expect him to give much on goals and anything like that with stats. I just think and I hope that he can just mentor someone like Greenwood. Facundo was not really a surprise, but we needed someone, like it's kind of like a grey area because we needed someone there. We were supposed to get Sancho in that position. But since we didn't get Sancho, we've got someone. So I don't know. It could go either ways. I've seen some of his videos play. I'm actually eager to see how he fits into the team. So yeah.
Okay. What do you think about Cavani? What do you think he'll bring to United?
I think first of all, you can't put Cavani and Zlatan in the same conversation. The AI Zlatan has about himself, I think it's very difficult to see that in any player. Forget Cavani. He has this like good arrogance about him and this winning mentality that is very infectious towards the whole squad. I think that's the main reason Mourinho got him, despite his age or anything. He's like a guy who you'd really want to mentor your like young guys. Like even Pogba was very happy when he was there and stuff like that. Cavani would have been a really good transfer to United 5 years back, I feel.
I completely disagree with that. I think, forget about the whole Zlatan and everything, but I think Cavani is a good signing for United because they've missed an out-and-out striker, in my opinion. Like, Martial also started his journey on the left wing, and he was once touted to be like Thierry Henry, but he cannot be that person. Which is why I feel having Cavani or someone like Cavani is good because at least now they have a proper striker. And then they play Rashford and Martial or Rashford and Greenwood or Greenwood and Martial on either side.
If you just say like they have a proper striker, then yeah, it makes sense. I'm just saying it's too late, Cavani at his age to come in.
At his age, definitely, but he's just there to make an impact. And right now, he goes straight into the first team because Martial's on a red card.
Okay, but the way I see it, honestly, I just don't want another Sanchez incident where he comes in and he's not happy and he's not even playing, and whatever he's trying to bring to the team has no impact. That's what I don't want to see. That I definitely know that's what I don't want to see.
Do you know what wages he's on? Because he's a free transfer, so it's not like you guys
I
have
think
lost money.
it's definitely not Sanchez wages. That's what I like. It's like half of that, 200 to 50.
Okay.
Wait, how
So-
much
which
was
is good.
Sanchez on? 350.
Three
No,
fifty
he
or
was
400.
He was around more than 400.
He was. I know.
Wow.
I know he was asking Arsenal for 400 as well, and we couldn't
I
afford
thought
it.
it was 350.
No, and 350 is also a lot, by the way. Like for us, Aubameyang
Isn't
and
Ozil on
Ozil,
350?
Aubameyang and Ozil are around that much, so 350 is a lot.
I think at United, the only people who are getting more than 300 is probably Pogba and De Gea.
Okay.
My only thing with the Cavani thing is like I feel like club like United like they should be signing someone like Haaland or something like that because the whole
They did try. They
What?
definitely tried signing Haaland, and Haaland chose Dortmund, which I guess is a
No, I'm
better
saying even now
decision
this
if you look
transfer
at
they
it
could
from
have
his
gone
point
for
of
him,
view.
right?
But didn't Haaland just go to
no.
Dortmund like in
Yeah, but
January?
his
They
stock is
wouldn't
only
let
going
him
to
go.
rise from here on out.
Yeah, but I mean, considering he just moved in January, he's not going to move anytime soon. I really like
And also,
Telles.
the other thing, with Cavani is it would be a blessing if he has the impact that Alba has had on Arsenal since he's come in.
Mhm.
So we don't know yet because we still want to see Marshall progress into that role, and
Yeah.
which he looks like he is doing a good job. He just needs game time to keep it up. That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just don't think I rate Cavani that high.
Neither do I, but he works hard.
Neither
which is
do
why
I.
like him.
Even when Cavani was supposed to come 2 years back,
Hmm.
there was something that he was going to come to United.
Hmm.
At that time, he probably would have slid in better because Marshall wasn't up for a striker role, and they were just switching Rashford, Marshall, and who else was up there? Who did we have 2 years back? Yeah,
2
it was
years
just these
back?
two, and we needed
Did you
a
have
proper
Lukaku
striker.
and Sanchez 2 years back?
Oh yeah, when Lukaku left,
Okay.
we should have gotten someone like Cavani then.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
I-
maybe.
For me, the whole thing about United is like I'm very confused because when Ole first came in, it was this they wanted to get all these younger players and like build for the future.
No, they do. If you've seen, we've had more transfers of players into our youth academy. 5 players.
No, I'm not talking about
4.
youth. I'm talking about like young first team players.
Yeah. That
Like a
that was
Sancho.
Ole's. No, that was Ole's goal. That was his mission. Apparently, when he came to United, and they wanted to get into the young players and build up from a young squad. But I think they've not gotten around the fact that or how to do it properly because coming to Klopp at Liverpool, he's had more of a say of how things happen, whereas Ole is letting the club do his bidding, which is unsatisfactory.
But
So-
I'm confused, because United they have money. It's not like they don't have money. So just for 20 million or 10 million, some players they were falling short of in their bids. Why? It doesn't make sense.
No, for
No, but-
Sancho. Sorry, Joy.
No, that's the thing. The club are trying to come up with an approach where they're not going to pay above what they think the valuation of the player is, which we don't know what they're basing this on. But one way it's good that they're being strict, as they're not just going to pay premium for players just because the club demands it. But on the other hand, this transfer window has shown that United need, what do you call it? In management, they need someone like a director of football. Like everybody's just wondering, since David Gill, why they don't have a football director. Why is Ed Woodward a businessman dealing in football stuff? And we were talking about transfers. Now we're going to talk about why transfers are not. And I think I'm just going to end up blaming the owners for something or the other. So it's the management and the football mix that's happening at United is in shambles.
I think to get a transfer done, you need one of two things at least. You either have to have very strong pull, which United had under Ferguson, like keeping the money aside and or like all of that, like the financial aspect totally aside. Players just wanted to play under him. So even if a player knew that Ferguson was interested, they would take the initiative. They would talk to the club, say I want to leave. But I think nowadays, because United are not willing to just throw the money at the players are also like, maybe I can do better.
I mean, that is expected because you can't compare.
Yeah.
But specifically on Sancho, one of the reasons why it fell down is because in January, I think Ole said that he wanted Sancho, and Dortmund valued him at about 120 million. With the coronavirus, United expected that number to drop a little bit, and they couldn't afford to go above. At least this is what the David Orenstein piece on the whole saga has gone
But
through.
that's the thing. It's not that they can't afford. They don't want to be, like they say, held ransom just to pay for these players just because they can afford it or because they have the money. Which one way I understand, but the other thing is that if you look at it from a business or from the owner's point of view, they could have just got Sancho and not gotten Van de Beek.
Mm-hmm.
Would
Or
you be
even if
happy
they-
with that?
Yeah, because see, right now, thinking about Ole's management type or management, the way he does his stuff, he doesn't seem to have a plan. Well, plan C. I would say not having a plan B is kind of harsh, but he doesn't seem to have that tactical mentality to change in game, which, as a level of a Manchester United manager coach, that you need to have. And if he just got Sancho and played the games that he did have, I think it would have been okay. It would have been similar to last season, but we would have addressed one major position. Just thinking about getting one player,
Okay.
spend 120 million on Sancho and satisfied everybody.
But what are your thoughts on the
You know,
whole Manchester United journey so far under Solskjaer?
It's mixed. The biggest height was the win against PSG last season. Was it last season or the season
Last
before
2
that?
seasons ago, 2.5
When
seasons
he
ago.
was just a caretaker, and I think they jumped the gun with giving him a full-time contract. They should have waited till the end of the season. But then again, which other managers were available other than Pochettino?
You don't need anyone other than Poch, though. That's the thing.
But so coming to that, they jumped the gun part. How much of an impact do you think all these pundits have had on that decision?
Specifically the Manchester United
Yeah,
players.
essentially the Manchester United pundits.
Yeah.
How much of an impact do you think they didn't have an impact?
You mean pundits like Sky, what Neville and Carragher and what Evra was talking about?
Not just Evra. So I think, unless my memory completely fails me, I remember that the minute they pulled off that win over PSG, Rio Ferdinand was on BT Sports and said, "Give him the contract now. No matter how much money he wants, is give it to him, put it in front of him."
That's where the
Yeah.
the wheel started.
Okay.
Yeah, but that's what I meant by jumping the gun with giving him a full-time contract. Maybe at that time with 1-2 performances it seemed like it, but I guess they still should have waited till the end of the season.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because when they gave him that full-time contract, things started to spiral. Not very bad, not that bad, but it started to show that okay, maybe we should have just waited and seen. Because I don't know, if United have the pull to get players, they can freaking have the pull to get managers for themselves if we want.
It's really well. And Nash had a very good point earlier today where we were talking about this and we are talking about. So right now, as a United fan, do you feel like it's time for Solskjaer to move on, and it's time for the club to move on from him?
Well, the feeling that I have personally is I can't deal with the revolving door with managers that's happening. I just want someone to just play the football to keep the fans happy. It's not about top four anymore. Just if you can put that mentality into players to play properly, which he has not done when the time comes, like when he really needs them to push the players, change of tactics, being strong with them. Like, take Pogba off. Pogba's start of the season has been bad. He's not up to his full form. Keep him out. Maguire is fucking up. Keep him on the bench. Like, if he's a captain, strip him of captaincy. Like, if De Gea is not performing well, switch him with Henderson. That's the whole reason we've kept Henderson back this year and we've given him a new contract. He needs to make those tough decisions. If he doesn't do those tough decisions, I don't see him succeeding as a manager of United yet.
Yeah.
I think there I have to defend like Ole a bit because like when players come with such hefty price tags like Maguire, Pogba. I mean, De Gea, like maybe he could have subbed in, but they didn't have Dean Henderson last season, right? He was at Sheffield. So I'm saying these two players, and if imagine he didn't play Pogba, he didn't play Maguire, and they still lost. Can you imagine the pundits that time? They would have slated him. They would be like, "You bought a defender worth 80 million, you didn't play him. That's the reason why he lost."
I can understand the maths around it, but my main question was around Solskjaer, and do you think he is still the man to take United ahead?
Uh, I mean, every time we do bad, I keep thinking we have someone like Poch who's there, who can build a team, who has done it with Tottenham, who's done it under budget, who's done such excellent man management. Just you don't have to give him a 5-year contract. Just give him a 2-year contract and see what he does in the 2 years. You'll give Sonjai a 3-year contract based on one match, while he had a 6 or 10 month caretaker contract. As much as I wouldn't want to see Ole get sacked, if it has to come to it, it has to come to it. They need to tell him like, listen, you need to start being. I wouldn't say ruthless, but like the hair dryer treatment that Ferguson used to do, he needs to start doing something like, or whatever treatment he does with the players, because while Poch is available and United, I feel that United don't give him a chance now, then later on we'll be like, oh, Ole is not doing well now. When there was Poch, we didn't try to get him, and whatever.
Precisely
shit
what
like
we were
that
talking
happens.
about.
So yeah, so building on that, Poch was available part. Nash, do you want to say what you said this morning?
Yeah, so like I want to start off with, first of all, I think that the board don't want to get rid of Ole precisely because he's not like Ferguson. Like let me explain. If Ferguson
Yes.
was at the club right now, he wouldn't have taken on all this bullshit being done by Ed Woodward and the board. But Ole is a yes man. Like you can
Ole
like
is a yes man. He's a puppet. He's literally become
exactly.
a
That's
puppet
what
for
they
them
want.
right now.
Like he'll never say, like 2 weeks back I sent you the article saying that he said Manchester United's transfer process works.
Yeah,
How do you say that
on BBC. It
after
came out on
having
BBC.
the most embarrassing like transfer window of, like, at least from what I've seen the club's history, whatever history that I've seen of Manchester United. I think that the board, like, they don't want someone like Mourinho or like take any top manager in the world. They have this personality, like when things are wrong, they will come out and they'll say what they feel. But think with all, like they're thinking of it like, like a very business sort of thing, where they don't want the board, like the blame to come on the board of directors, on this anything internal.
He's very Wenger like that. Like
Yes.
when he was at
It's very commercial, as
Yeah.
they say. They want to keep that commercial stature, because it's about not the football end game, it's about the business end game. How
Like
are they
for
going to
me,
make as much from it?
For me, the most frustrating thing is like seeing Manchester United just run after Sancho when their team doesn't need a Sancho. They need defenders. Their team is crying for defenders.
But now they have Telash, who will replace, I imagine, Luke Shaw.
I think the one player who they needed, and I don't know, like from the sound of all the reports that I've read, they were not even in for that player, is
Upamecano.
Yeah, Upamecano. He would be the perfect signing. If Ole signed Upamecano and another defender in place of Luke Shaw and use Luke Shaw as backup, they would be a much better team than if you put two Sanchos in there.
So the reason they did not sign Upamecano is because if they signed him this summer, they would have to pay 60 million. Whereas if they waited for next summer, he would be on his 2-year contract, and they can pay 40 million for him.
But next summer, you think other clubs are just going to wait?
Exactly. This is
City,
the same
like-
issue that came up with Sancho.
Yeah, I've just seen rumors today that Liverpool are being linked with Upamecano and Sancho now.
I feel like City will get him at some
Yeah.
point. I just feel like that. But
I
your
can't-
Poch point, dude, make your Poch point, Nash.
Yeah.
You're beating around the bush.
So this is my like future, like foresight. I feel United are just going to be circling around Poch like vultures. Pep is not going to extend his contract for City. Like from everything, like from what I've seen, the way he is with like this whole season, how they began, and it's usually when like he goes through this similar period at other clubs where like his last season he's going to like seem kind of disinterested. I don't know if that's really a thing, but it's like
This season he is definitely
Yeah,
disinterested.
it feels like he doesn't want to
But
continue.
I don't know whether he's done that with his other clubs.
And
So
I feel
Pep is
like
kind
if
of
that
going through a
happens,
Mourinho
if City
phase.
gets any indication that Pep is not going to sign, they are going to book Poch and keep him. And from everything that's going on at United with the management and that whole like internal thing that's going on, it's a easy. Like if I was Poch, I would go for City any day. You just City, you just go and be like, I want that guy, that guy, that guy. They're like done.
But so this is a very scary, I mean, alternate reality for now. But what do you think? Like Joe, if this happens, what happens next? What's next for United then?
See, okay, Poch aside, like if you think about it, if United have pull, like I was saying, to get players, why don't they do that for managers? I'm sure you guys also love Julian Nagelsmann with RB Leipzig. They can just poach him from there and be like, listen, we're giving you this money, you're coming to United, build a team. They could have taken Marco Bielsa from Leeds and done the same thing like that. They could have done that literally with any manager who's there right now. I mean, apart from people who they really don't want to get, and probably people who will not come, like Zidane or Mourinho again, or Klopp, or those players. Those people definitely will not leave their club. But other managers who are doing amazing with their clubs, even Allegri would do.
The thing with
Just
United is like I think they're scared of managers with a strong character. They don't want that. Don't want them to show what's really happening at the club, which Mourinho tried to do, which Van Gaal tried to do, and which Ole is not doing.
I don't know whether it's management or just the owners, but I kind of want to blame the owners because
it's definitely Ed Woodward also though. Like you can't like that.
Ed Woodward at the end of the day is also a puppet, but he's the enforcing puppet. He's not the puppet who gets his hands dirty and takes the blame and all that. But yeah, I want to take a stab at the owners. I always do. Every time I talk to you guys, I say owners, but they're just shady with it, and I don't know.
So
I can't say much.
One of the things with the owners part of it is, like, this is a problem we have with Arsenal as well because our owners are quite shit. But at least the managers have been turning teams around. And that is why I feel United are lacking with Solskjaer. Like, they need a manager who can turn things around. And the fact that they don't have one is just messing with the whole team even more and messing with probably your legacy on the whole. Like, there's a very real danger that you all will get as bad as we are currently, where you all don't win a Premier League title for years and now you all can't even, and it's already happening, right? Because you all are reaching that stage where you all can't afford to throw money at players. So then you throw wages, or you can't attract the best players. So then you just increase your wages and you see that your wage bill is that high. And now it's already happening with United. Like, Arsenal's having a very tough time with their wage bill as well. So I just think at the end of the day, it's the managers that, because your owners are not going to go anywhere, right? They own the fucking club. So they're not going to move.
Yeah,
that's
exactly what I'm thinking. But see, Arteta, I think Chelsea's had the best transfer this season, and if they can pull something off like that, it's only because they are getting that support from the people who are putting in that money, and then people actually working around to make those deals happen. Why is it not happening at United? I can keep complaining about the owners, but if they've set up the club in such a way that they have all the power to make these decisions, first of all, the delays with everything is because of them. We were supposed to get Reguilon and Bale. Spurs got that deal done. So with stuff like that happening, why don't they? Why are they more proactive? They know that this is not like a yearly thing. This is every 6 months. They have to go through this everything. They don't have to buy people, but when they make up their minds, get it done. Sancho's been over a year now that's been going on, and still nothing. This is disappointing.
But what you're saying is very true. Like, I mean, you just look at United for the past 6 years. If I was a player, I would be scared of going there, like looking at the history with players who went.
Unless they throw money at you, right? Like if you're going to get like ridiculous wages, then you'll go there, which is what has happened with us, right? We've thrown ridiculous wages at players who
but
have
that's ruining
come in.
the game.
It
That's
is.
ruining the game.
It is, but then at the end of the day, if you want players to come to your club
Yeah,
and you
that's
don't
what-
have the stature anymore, you have to do that. And there's a very real danger that United's going into that again. And like I've seen it with my club, which is why I can notice the pattern a lot more. Where it starts with, okay, we don't need to win the title, we just need to get into the top four, and then slowly it is, we don't even need top four as long as we're in Europe. And then last season we finished outside Europe, and now we are struggling to pay our players. So then this season, if we don't finish in the Champions League, we're
Yeah, but I
actually
think that's-
bankrupt.
Sorry, I think that is what the United hierarchy want. They were surprised that Ole even came third last season. They were expecting to fall out of fourth, probably get Europa, and then it would be easy for them to be like, no, we just want this to be done, and targets were not met or whatever. And I think, if not all, I think realistically the fans were also happy, but also surprised that they got third. I mean, those last few games where Chelsea and Leicester fucked up.
Yeah. Anyway, let's move on because we've spoken about United for a long time.
Time for Partey.
Nationals to talk about Thomas Partey to Arsenal.
No,
I'm not an
let's
Arsenal fan.
let's get off with it, because even I heard some dirty business involving Partey.
Oh yeah,
Dirty
so
business, what's
it's
the-
not dirty business. So essentially, what happened was the whole summer, Arsenal went to Atletico and were like, "We want Partey." Atletico was like, "Go to hell, pay the release clause." Arsenal was like, "Listen, we don't have money. Take Guendouzi, and we'll pay you some money and give us Partey." Atletico were like, "No, not doing. You pay the release clause and take Partey." So then Arsenal came with Lucas Torreira and they said, "Here, Lucas Torreira, some money, give us Partey." Atletico were like, "No, go to hell." So then after that, Arsenal went to Ovar in Lyon, and they went to him and they said, "We'll pay you all for 30 million. Give us Ovar." Lyon said, "No, 60 million or no Ovar." So it came to the last day of the transfer window, where Arsenal are totally annoyed now because Lucas Torreira's loan deal to Atletico is done, and they're sitting there going, "Okay, what do we do?"
But why did they sanction the loan deal before they?
They didn't cancel, so Torreira has gone to Atletico.
No, but like, why did they say yes to that? They could have used that. as
Because they
one.
need to get wages off the bill, dude. We're struggling. I just explained to you what the problem was. We need players to leave so that we have wages to pay. So we let Torreira we let Torreira go. And at 12 in the afternoon, Edu and Arteta hatched this plan. And so when you're paying a release clause, you don't need to go to the club and negotiate. You just go to the league. So at 12 in the afternoon, they go to La Liga and they say, "Here's the money for Thomas Partey." La Liga call Atletico. By the time Atletico gets the word, Arsenal has already agreed personal terms with Thomas Partey.
But they can do that without talking to the club.
Yeah. So in any deal, like United also had already agreed personal terms with Sancho. It was just the negotiation with the clubs that took problem because the clubs want transfer fees. So what Atletico actually wanted was, yes, maybe they were hoping that Arsenal wouldn't be able to pay the release clause, but they actually were trying to get Partey to sign a new contract to increase that release clause. So Arsenal were like a little dirty in that they didn't tell anyone. They just went to the league. They said, "Here's the money, give us Partey," and they took Partey.
I just find the Guendouzi situation so funny. It's like Arsenal where X equals to Guendouzi. Like
Yeah.
Anywhere, like any deal, we'll give you all.
The whole summer we went to every club
30 million
imaginable,
plus X.
and any club, any player that we wanted, we were like Guendouzi, and nobody wanted him.
He
And then
finally
finally, Hertha Berlin,
Yeah.
came and took him away.
Poor fellow.
What? We needed him to go. He wasn't going to play. But yeah, so that was the shady business. It wasn't shady, but I think I liked it. It was the first time we showed like balls to do something.
So before Partey, what did you think of Arsenal?
But look, the whole summer, because we were linked to these guys, I was sure we're going to get Ovara and Partey. I was dead sure we're going to get it.
Oh, I don't think any of the viewers know. You expect this grand unveiling of Aubameyang's new deal with Partey and Aura.
No. Wait. So I don't think I've ever told Joey this. So towards the end of last season, Arsenal were doing well and Auba's contract hadn't been signed. So I thought that when the Champions League, when the FA Cup final was on, I imagined Auba would score a goal and then his goal celebration would be to run to Arteta, who would be holding a new contract, and he would sign it over there as his goal celebration. That would have been such an epic celebration, dude. Can you imagine? Yeah. That would be such an epic. But yeah, so then because that didn't happen, I thought, oh, the day Aubameyang signs his contract, we will unveil Partey and Aouar as well, like a triple threat signing. That also didn't happen. But yeah, the whole summer I spent dreaming about both of them coming, and finally we only got one. And thank God we got that one, because there was a very real danger of Arsenal not doing any business on the final day.
But you said you preferred Aouar.
I do. I still prefer Aouar. Maybe that's the attacking football enthusiast in me, where I prefer someone who's like creating chances and scoring and whatever else. But yeah, it's great that we have him, but I don't think this changes anything. We're still a top 6 team. And by top 6, I mean we're fighting for that 5th and 6th spot. And now looking at the way Everton are resurgent and Leicester City doing whatever, I'm quite scared that we might not even get the top 6, because they look really good.
Yeah, you're worried about toxic. I don't even know what United are going to be in. Probably, hopefully top 10, like fingers crossed, like 1/2 other 3 Hail Marys, 10 Hail Marys for that matter. But what's good to know is that City is also falling back. Hopefully they stay that way and give us some company in Manchester.
You think they'll pick up mid of the season, or you think that this is a trend that's going to continue?
I'm hoping we pick up. I don't give a shit about City. Nash, I don't know what's wrong with him. He was surprised that he's surprised that thing that's happening at United. Like, really, dude? I thought my whole day was ruined losing 6-1, and then I was in match 7-2, and I was like, oh my god.
Liverpool was like, hold my beer.
Yeah, first it was like, hold my beer, and then like, shit, I need to buy Nash a beer.
You know what, like the only positive when I watched that game was, even when we were 5-2, what was it, down, I still had hope. Like, I felt like my team could do it.
Really?
Yeah. I was never like that before with Liverpool.
You're an optimist that way.
No, like I really had hope. Even at 5-2, I really.
But I think it's that Barcelona miracle that plays tricks on their minds. That makes you feel like, oh, we can achieve this. This is Anfield.
Okay, I think that's a good segue to go into like Liverpool. First of all, I know Klopp.
Nobody wants to get into Liverpool. Okay, Liverpool's a dirty hole.
So first of all, like I just want to say like a big thank you to Klopp.
Yeah. Like, he could have joined Arsenal had Arsene Wenger left, but okay, continue.
Where is the Peda and Garland and everything?
Dude, you should have done that. It would have been so great. We should have done that. We should have had like a big picture of Klopp behind.
Yeah, and like me going down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Joey, this should have come earlier, dude. This idea should have come earlier.
Yeah,
definitely. So like,
I'll throw rice.
Like we were talking earlier, we were in college, we were those 2 kids who went like and sat next to under a tree, and we would talk about our clubs. We were like, oh, what did your club do? We'd be like, oh, we lost to Sunderland. Like, oh, we lost to Burnley. And then the United boys would come, and then we would like, run away and hide from them.
Dude, I used to hate talking to United fans, especially Salil.
Yeah.
Salil would destroy me completely, so I would never like, anytime I would see Salil coming, I would just walk in the opposite direction and go, because he would just destroy
and also me. Like we've always heard, like I've heard of Liverpool in the 80s and stuff, how good they were, and we've always heard about these teams having a dominant period and then they go up and down. But just for me to witness this whole change, and I honestly feel like going ahead, Klopp will be regarded in like the same category as Shankly and all other Liverpool legends.
I mean, he's already cemented his name as a legend in your club, so
yeah. And I'm already picturing Nash. I mean, already with the garland and Peda doing puja, also with a cheerleader uniform and pom poms on the side, like club.
And then I turn back and Henderson.
Yeah, he'll turn behind and Henderson's name is behind. Yeah. That's what it's come to right now with Nash and Liverpool.
No,
but yeah, this is a good time. Enjoy it.
But didn't you feel the same during the period of like Arsenal's invincible years?
Dude, I only enjoyed like 2 years of Arsenal at the top, and then they went down.
Yeah, even we've been top for like 2 years, and now we lost 7-2.
Oh, please.
I think that's why it's hard for a United fan. We've been on such a high for such a long time, and we didn't even anticipate Ferguson leaving, and we couldn't see ahead. And that's what we are going through now.
Yeah, I guess. But I mean, it's not like United haven't spent. But anyway, your Klopp, 5 years. Did you think you changed your team so much so soon?
I think he changed the whole, like, he
That whole starting 11's gone.
not only just the team and everything, he changed the whole mentality and like the whole
Okay, and
core.
before you go ahead, say whatever you have to say about Henderson to the end. We're only giving you 2 minutes this time.
I think I should be grateful for
No,
that.
no, no. We save Henderson for a day when Henderson has a good match.
Yeah.
Okay, fine.
This is just,
probably when he
Henderson,
So we don't
retires.
need those extra 2 minutes now.
this is just like, the anticipation.
This
Because
is
now
just
we
Klopp
lost without
appreciation.
Henderson, and now Henderson comes in the team.
Okay. Go ahead.
No, but like this is about Klopp, not Henderson.
Yeah.
Like so, 5 years. Like I think he's just changed this whole core. Like if you looked at Liverpool, like their core before as a team, when you didn't speak about the players or anyone, just Liverpool as a team. 5-6 years ago, you'd just be like, oh, they defeat like the top 4 teams. They play very well against them, but then at the end of the day, same story. The league position is always like the same. Maybe they'll win a cup or like something like that, which is like a miracle. But there was no consistency, anything.
Oh, miracle.
Yeah, like any cup we got to and all. Like I remember under Kenny Dalglish, we won the which cup was that? The Carabao Cup.
Okay.
Or like one of the cups like that, and then but we played so badly even in the final. It was just some like low league team, and we won on penalties. So we would win things like that, but it was just like you asked me about the next game we are going to play, and I would be like, I don't know what's going to happen. But he's just come in and like we've not like we've paid like money for players, like 2 players maybe where we we gave whatever the club asked for, but also that was done smartly. Like we sold Coutinho and all that money, so it's not like we've not spent money like City, not nearly as close.
I was actually looking at how much teams spent post Ferguson. So post the 13-14 season, how much money teams have spent across the board. And Liverpool actually hasn't spent that much when you compare it to I think they're in the 280s, 250 to 280 million in net in that whole time.
Also, if you check the time since Klopp has joined, it's been even less. Like we spent more money when we had when we bought Andy
it hasn't
Carroll
been
and
less.
stuff.
You all spent like 180.
I'm saying net.
Net.
Yeah. Like even Van Dijk and Alisson when we bought, that was all the Coutinho money.
That's not true. Your owners also invested in your team, but it is all down to Klopp essentially.
Yeah. So it's just like I never thought I would see this in my lifetime with Liverpool. I never thought I would see in my lifetime like United going down like so low as we've seen them. City was a surprise because their owners invested heavily in them, so that could happen.
Invested is not a term you would use with City. What's the word? Thrown money at?
Yeah, I mean they threw money at FFP also.
Yeah, dude.
They were like, oh, you think we are spending more money? Here's some money for you. So the FFP like, okay, fine.
But I genuinely feel that is why the English Premier League did not let the Saudi Arabia take over Newcastle.
Probably.
Because they just don't want to deal with this.
And also when you talk about the traditional top 4, like United, Liverpool, Arsenal and Chelsea. Chelsea were the newcomers, but still even though Chelsea spent a lot of money, there was always this it wasn't like City. City totally they destroyed the ceiling. There was no ceiling for them.
I think Chelsea is just as bad.
You
honestly,
think so?
yeah. We only don't point the finger at Chelsea because there was no FFP at that time to realize, oh, these guys are doing badly. But Chelsea also spent ridiculous amounts of money.
Probably because the transfer fees were lower that time, so that's why
Yeah.
But whatever you say about Chelsea, man, imagine if United or even Arsenal's owners were just into the football rather than the business.
It's very
Arsenal. I don't know where their money went. Top 4 after top 4 after top 4. You didn't invest at all.
no.
Where did the money go?
So we had spent quite a bit, but we spent on the wrong players, and a lot of the money just went on wages.
But you all sold so many good players.
But we sold them for peanuts, no?
Yeah,
This is why I feel like we need someone who will take a director of sales kind of thing because we don't have anyone who can sell well.
Michael Edwards, the genius.
Yeah, exactly. He's a god, dude. How he sells those players. How Liverpool gets the money for those players is crazy.
Yeah, like when they didn't even offer Van Persie a contract, which led to him coming to United.
For
Yeah.
25 million.
Imagine selling your best player in your team. Like, it's like selling Aubameyang for 25 million. Or let's say, like today, even if you say we get 45 million for Aubameyang, it's not worth it because he's so valuable to the team.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, it's not a good time to be a United fan, and it hasn't been a good time to be an Arsenal fan for, I don't know, man, 20 years, 10 years, 15 years.
Has it been that long?
It's been long, like since 2004.
But even though I'm a Liverpool fan, I still want there to be competition, you know. Like last season, there was no competition at all.
Oh, you're so sad for you.
No, I'm saying like, you know, there should be some competition. Like I enjoyed the season before last way better because it was so tight till the end.
And you all won the Champions League.
I know, but we lost the league, right?
Oh.
That was still heartbreaking.
So sad for you.
But I would take winning the league that season over like, you know, last year. That would be such a like, you know,
Just
feeling.
enough.
No, but I think what Liverpool need to do now, and this is not advice that I want to give, you all should actually just try getting in depth and going for stuff like the treble and like you know just to show your pedigree that
They
you
don't.
can do
They
it.
don't have the team for that. Yeah, and if,
I
by
know,
the time
I'm just
they
giving
like,
Nash some
Right
more
now,
hope
I
and
don't even
optimism.
care about like players. I just want them to like, you know, like do something. Like I don't know what voodoo magic, but do some kind of
You also want
magic.
just top four now.
No,
You
not
also want
top four. I
top
just
four.
want them to keep Klopp. Like, just please stay with us forever.
how many more
you
years
say-
you think Klopp will stay
He has another 4 years, right?
in his contract?
He
Did
signed
he
till-
extend?
Yeah,
Apparently he
2023,
did.
I think. So 3 years.
Shit, that's a long time.
But still,
Yeah.
like I'm still scared thinking of that. So you can imagine.
No, I think he'll stay. He's quite.
He'll say no. He'll say.
He's a man of principle.
But I think he's
Yeah.
gonna eventually manage Germany one day. Can you imagine
He should. Yeah.
Germany under
Joachim
him?
Low is just getting disgusting on the pitch, and this is just him. He's not even the game.
You mean where he's scratching his ass and then smelling it, scratching his balls and then smelling it? Yeah. Anyway, transfers, winners and losers for this whole transfer period. Now, Chelsea are the obvious winners, unless you guys disagree.
Chelsea,
dear.
Spurs.
It's difficult to say about Chelsea actually.
Chelsea,
They
Spurs,
bought all the
Everton.
good
I would say.
players. But you don't know if they'll work, right?
No, that's clear with City. City also have had a good transfer window with the amount of players that they've had, but
Who
not
did they
clicking
buy?
yet. So
Just one.
Who? City?
City,
Yeah.
They bought like 3
No.
players.
One defender, RK.
And another defender and one winger.
no, Ake,
The other
Ruben Diaz.
one.
Who's the other guy?
And another defender. They
3
bought,
or
I
4
can't-
players.
Yeah, 3. I thought 3 players, but whatever.
Yeah.
I've also heard that De Bruyne is about to sign an extension, which was
What?
Yeah.
I was really hoping he would want to leave.
I hope it's not true. Yeah, I don't know.
Because he looks like
I
he's
think-
tired of City, but then maybe the wages. Sorry, Joe, you
Well,
think?
No, I think De Bruyne and these players we'll have to see. I think it would depend on Pep, because if it seems like he's leaving, then I guess players also will probably leave.
I don't know. Like De Bruyne just looks very bored of City. Like every time he's in an interview and he has to talk about City, it's like, why am I here?
Yeah,
I don't know.
different day, same shit.
Yeah,
Maybe his new check will change his mind.
probably. It can be quite persuasive.
But honestly, I know we are going to talk about the next game week and all. I feel like City's first test will be against Arsenal. And the way, like, I forget win or lose, whoever wins, or like, I don't care about that. The way they perform that day will tell us more about their state of mind right now. Because so far they just look like they don't care.
Yeah.
I don't know what's wrong with them.
But before we go there, so you guys, you all said Chelsea and Tottenham
Tottenham.
for winners losers.
And
I think Liverpool also.
For winners,
Yeah. We've not made many signings.
Liverpool also, I would want to wait and see.
I don't know. I saw one game of Thiago, and that was like, I was like, we got him for 25 million. That's like, I was so, and Jota was like, so far what I've seen from Jota, I liked.
Yeah, yeah. I think Chelsea are the obvious winners. In terms of losers, I would say United were losers.
On
honestly.
paper, right?
Yeah, I mean that is all we can judge them on right now. So,
But
sorry, were you going to say something?
no, I was just looking at United fixtures for the next for October and November. We
No,
got
no, wait.
nail-biting matches.
Wait, we'll come to that.
No, because I was just thinking about transfers, and we have to still face Chelsea, PSG, RB Leipzig, and Everton and Arsenal. So,
But
I
maybe that
think-
time y'all will do very good. It's like us. We had Chelsea and Arsenal. We walked through the fire and then slipped on a banana peel.
Nice.
Uh,
That
where
is
did
true
you
though.
read
You did
that?
dominate both games.
Yeah. And then we're like, we guts it, guys. And boom.
What do you guys think of? I know you guys. I know what you guys think actually, but still, do you all want to talk about Mourinho and Spurs?
I feel like it's a very exciting season for them. Like, as a Spurs fan, I would be really excited for this season.
You are a closet Spurs fan.
I'm not a Spurs fan. I just
All
like
or
Closet?
nothing fan.
What else
Yeah,
is in that
all or
closet?
nothing.
I have no idea, dude. Like honestly, ever since he's
No,
watched
but
the,
I really think that Mourinho is like happy because
Yeah.
even when he was let go or he left United, he was like the next club that I go to, I'll make sure that my views are understood and they understand what I expect from them before I take the job. And so I think that's what he's done with the Spurs team, and he seems happy with the transfers. You can see the everything turn in his head, and he's going to be very happy. I think Spurs are going to be top 4 by the end of the season.
Okay. I think the season's long enough for us to know that Mourinho will flip, and when he flips, it'll flip so badly that everyone.
But
will
not
just be
this
like,
season. Probably
Yeah.
next season.
It could happen this season. Like
Let's just go through this season first. You don't have to put everybody in a psychological drama that way. Just
no,
give them
dude,
time.
I genuinely feel like
I think
Mourinho is such
Unai
a
Emery
useless.
has
No,
left us
but
down.
Mourinho does this, dude. Like he'll have like some good games, and then the minute it starts going bad, it goes very bad, and the whole club is
But this
like.
is the first time I've seen him happy. Like, I agree with Joey.
No, I've seen him happy at United. I've seen him happy.
No, he was always
when,
grumpy
when,
at
when he
United.
moved
Yeah.
from Real Madrid to Chelsea, the first thing he came and he said, well, he was the happy one. And then look what he did at Chelsea.
No,
He shat the
I
bed
feel-
there.
I see
He
this.
came to United. He was like destined to take them to greatness. He shat the bed there.
I've seen this nice relationship with him and at least Daniel Levy so far. Compared to the relationship
Daniel Levy is
he
also
had-
very trigger happy. It'll happen. I'm telling you, it'll come to
I don't know.
crap.
At least
whole
this
crap.
season, I feel I'm excited for them.
Do you think they'll win a trophy?
Yeah.
Joey, do you
they'll
think
win
they'll
a
win
cup.
a trophy?
No, that's what I'm saying. For once, I agree with Nash on something. Thank God it's nothing to do with Liverpool
Henderson.
at this point. Henderson. Oh no, don't bring that up. You're ruining the moment, Nash. Come on, I was agreeing with you just there. But yeah, I've always admired Mourinho. It's sad that it didn't work out at United, and I don't blame him for most of it.
But do you think he'll win a trophy with Spurs this season?
Yeah.
No, I don't think they are going to.
Arsenal fan, no.
I don't think they're going to. Anyway.
Okay,
do
so do you want to make a bet?
Yeah, done.
So if Mourinho wins a trophy this season,
Yeah.
you'll have to do an episode of the podcast with the Spurs jersey on.
You have to buy the Spurs jersey.
Okay, done. I'll buy.
What
Yeah.
kind of a bet is that? Make him buy the jersey.
Yeah,
No,
you have to buy.
Why should I buy? I'm not
Yes,
buying a
You have
Spurs
to buy
jersey.
and wear it.
To
It's
hell.
a bet.
No. No.
No, that's the bet. You don't even have to wear
Spurs
it. You have
don't
to
win
buy
a
it.
trophy, and if Spurs don't win a trophy, Joey wears a Liverpool jersey and you burn your Liverpool jersey.
Why should I burn?
You
You're not
burn
ready
it.
to buy a jersey
No.
and you're burn one.
You burn
Oh,
your
hold
Liverpool
up. Wait, this was between Nash and you. I don't know. Where I came in.
And first of all, this has nothing got to do with Liverpool and United. Why are you getting
Yeah.
our
But it had
clubs
nothing to
into
do with
Yeah.
Arsenal. It was just about
We'll wear a
Spurs.
Spurs jersey.
But no, it won't matter to y'all. Y'all don't care. You like Spurs also. Rubbish. Predictions for the UCL
getting back to
since you guys are.
getting back to the wager. If Spurs win against Arsenal,
No, that's not the job. That anyone can win against Arsenal.
you're
That is
taking
not
the
the
fun
thing.
out of it.
I don't think Spurs will win a trophy this season. We'll see.
Dude, Spurs are going to win against Arsenal.
I don't
It's
doubt
already
that.
2 against
Mourinho has a very good record against Arsenal. There's a good chance
Can
Spurs
you
will beat us.
imagine if they thump y'all like they thumped United?
No, I don't think he'll be able to thump us, but I think they can win.
I
They
think
definitely can win.
There's a point Arsenal also will start getting cocky. They'll be like, yes, we've got this.
We won't get cocky under Arteta. We won't get cocky.
Wait, I thought Arsenal was already cocky,
No.
regardless. They're in
No.
a constant state of cockiness.
No, we're in a constant state of transition where we cannot improve. We
No,
don't. We have
that's
nothing to be cocky about.
It's cockiness, dude. I'm telling you, you need to change it. Change your
What
mission
shit are you
statement.
talking there?
Such arrogance.
Okay. Arrogance for what?
I don't know, whatever Joey said.
Okay, do you all want to talk about the Champions League and talk about what your teams will achieve in the Champions League, or what you all think your teams will achieve in the Champions League?
Well, in the next 3 years, Arsenal is winning it. So this year,
Okay, done. Got that out of the way. What do you think Liverpool will do in the Champions League this season?
I think we'll do better than last season at least, definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But what is better? Better is like reaching the final, by reaching the semis.
Winning it, nothing less than winning.
You think you're going to win it?
Yeah, I think so. Like, if I just look at it match by match, I think we can defeat all the teams. But you can't say if our keeper is injured, if one of our players are
Yeah, like what if you're stuck with Adrian?
like, oh my god.
Joey, what are your thoughts on Manchester United's journey in the UCL?
It's scary, actually. I want to see us progress at least through the knockout rounds. But we are playing PSG and RP Leipzig.
Yeah, it's a group of death.
I think our biggest threat is PSG, obviously, because they're gonna want to come back and win it. I just want us to get through the knockout rounds. How do they get into the Europa standings? They have to get out
If
of
you
the
lose as a
knockout
group
rounds,
stage.
right?
No.
Yeah.
Not group stage.
Yeah, the first knockout.
Yeah, the first knockout. Yeah. Then at least we can fall back in Europe, and maybe we might see Arsenal somewhere along the line. So that's that silver lining over there.
Is
I
it
obviously
though?
want to see us.
I mean,
Yeah, 'cause
we're going to play all in 2 weeks' time anyway. 3 weeks' time. 4 weeks' time.
I would rather play Arsenal more than 3 times or more than 2 times
Than play
than
PSG.
playing Liverpool and I wouldn't mind playing City. Yeah, Liverpool City.
But y'all have done
Like-
well against us and City past seasons. Last season, y'all even defeated City, right?
Yeah, they did defeat City.
Yeah.
and
I don't
they
know.
defeated.
I-
Did
I
they
really
defeat
don't
y'all?
No.
No? When was the one that Shaqiri came on and scored? Oh no, that was y'all winning. Sorry. I thought they defeated y'all. Okay, cool. So for you, even getting through the group stages will be like a big
I just
blessing.
want to see us progress at this point
Okay.
as much as we can.
Okay. Fair enough. Nash thinks they're going to win the
I mean,
Champions
I
League.
wanted like that. I expect that. Like nothing better. Like I wouldn't be happy with anything else.
Winning or reaching the finals?
Winning.
It's a long stretch, dude.
Yeah.
But understandable because they do have a good team and they're stronger with Thiago as well. So
also we've been to so many finals and lost. So like that'll be a more shitty feeling. I feel.
yeah.
That's more than I can say about United or Arsenal at this point. But
Hey
yeah, you
man,
can go
we
on
won
that
whatever
level.
finals we've had with Arteta.
So if Arsenal reach the Champions League final the next season, they're winning it for sure.
Okay. Premier League predictions. Let's start with the champions.
I'm scared. Everton look really good.
But your Premier League finishing predictions. Who do you think is going to
Oh,
win?
Premier League. So I know this season is like I don't know.
Come on, stop being modest and just say.
We'll probably try and change it later. Right now, just give like your thoughts on the after these first 3-4 games.
Yeah, dude,
What do you
4
think?
games are over. 4 game weeks are over. But now you should have a good idea of who do you
I
think.
think we'll win it if the Villa thing was a blip. So okay, so these are just predictions, right? I should
Yeah,
just say it.
obviously,
without,
these
like,
are just
Yeah.
predictions.
So Liverpool second. I'm gonna go for Spurs second,
Mm-hmm.
City third, Arsenal fourth, Everton fifth,
Really?
yeah, and United sixth.
Okay, Joey.
For some reason, right now I don't want to put United and City in the top 6, so I'm going to keep them out.
City,
What's
you're not going to
City
put in the top
also?
6.
Yeah, not even the top 6. Only because I
God.
want to get through some more games. Maybe after the first 10 games, let's see how it is. But right now, I feel it's going to be Liverpool, Chelsea. I don't know in
about
what
Chelsea.
order. Yeah, I don't know in what order, but Liverpool, Chelsea, Spurs, Everton, Leeds, and Leicester. Leicester or Wolves.
So you're saying Leeds will finish 5th?
I don't even see Arsenal going through that.
No, but that's
Oh,
fine.
okay.
But you're saying Leeds will finish 5th.
So, okay, let me try to put it from 1st to 6th. Liverpool, Chelsea, Spurs, Everton, Arsenal or Leeds, and then Wolves. That's how I see it.
Okay.
I want to change mine a bit. I think Chelsea will finish fourth, then Arsenal and United.
Yeah, see, I mean,
4th,
that makes
5th,
more
6th.
sense.
Yeah.
I think it'll be Liverpool to win, City second, Chelsea third, Everton 4th,
Really?
United 5th, Arsenal 6th.
Imagine if Aston Villa wins it.
No, dude.
They're undefeated, dude.
Yeah, but like it's just like 4 weeks into the season, dude. I'm sure they'll crumble later.
Yeah, only because those last few games, right? The last 5
December,
games.
but
They-
December as well. December becomes like really tricky because then you have to have some squad depth, and that is where a
Yeah.
lot of the teams like mess up.
December and the last 5 games is where things really change.
Yeah, yeah. Anyway,
So yeah, let's see. In December, we'll probably go through this again.
Yeah, we should do another prediction after the new year.
really?
Yeah.
Why?
A mid-season
I would-
prediction.
Okay.
I would say before the new year.
Or after the transfer window,
Jan.
after the Jan transfer window.
Yeah,
too late.
yeah. Okay, so before the new year and then after the transfer window.
We might as well just do a prediction every
week,
month.
yeah.
We could do that, but then our lovely viewers will not get to see unnecessary banter. So
We'll just go like with the Premier League table and just follow that. Like,
Yeah.
also this one's flat.
Okay, predictions for next week. Everton versus Liverpool. We'll start with you, Nash, since Liverpool.
I'm scared.
yeah, it's scary. But yeah, but I mean, y'all will bounce back. I think.
I think
Liverpool
we have to win this game. If we don't, then I'm very scared for us. But I think we are going to, like, because of what happened last week, I think we are going to win. If we had not lost to Villa last week, I think Everton would have won.
Joey.
I still want to say Liverpool because they will need that bounce back. The same thing what Nat said. They need that bounce back, and but Everton are still strong. Also, it's not
Yeah.
about Liverpool last match. It's about Everton's next match, and they also have a perfect start. So it could go either ways. Actually,
I'm actually going to
That's
say
what I
Everton's going to pull off an upset.
Yeah,
I
they'll
think
win.
so. I think so.
Yeah.
Because this will be a statement for Ancelotti as well. So I think he will pull it off.
I wonder if Mane is back.
I don't think he is, and I don't think
I
Thiago
think
is.
he'll be
as well.
back. Yeah.
You think Mane will be back?
Yeah, I think so. It's been long enough.
No, dude. 14 days, right?
I've heard people, they just get tested after 10 days, and if they're cleared, they can.
I don't know, but I still feel like Everton might be able to pull it off.
Did you see that? Nash, did you see that when you're cheering with your pom poms, you have some tissues in hand just in case.
Yeah.
The pom poms will be the tissues.
That's such cheap pom poms.
Wow. Chelsea versus Southampton.
Chelsea.
Chelsea.
Chelsea. It's
Southampton look
too simple.
I mean, it's the Premier League. Any team can have an upset. That's the best part.
Remember
about the
last
Premier
week
League,
when we were like, oh, Liverpool will like dominate against Villa, and like
United, Newcastle, Manchester United, Newcastle.
this is very tricky actually for me.
yeah, because even Newcastle's up there.
And Newcastle, that this guy is playing really well, Maxim.
Maxim. Yeah.
I'm gonna go with a draw.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would say draw. Although obviously I want United to win.
No, I think this is the game
realist.
United come back and
You
then
said that last week.
No, I think this is the game United come back and they say, oh, we are like don't underestimate us, kinds.
Last week even Ozzy was like against Spurs. What did he
No,
say?
but
Already
that
in
would
the
be
bag.
that would be optimistic.
season
if they
has
do
been so
that.
But I mean, they have to do it against Newcastle. If they don't do it, then I think Solskjaer's job is in trouble. So I think they will.
The thing is, because honestly, what I see is with this whole crunch of the 2 months that we have, we're playing Champions League, PSG, RB Leipzig, we're playing Arsenal, we're playing all these big teams generally. If Solskjaer starts losing those, I think they're just going to like sack him. It's come to that.
I think the Champions League is going to be really tough on United because as it is, they
Yes.
have such a like dip in form and all, and when they're playing in
Yeah.
so many competitions, that'll be tough.
And we have no depth. We have on paper, but not enough to make changes during matches.
City Arsenal.
With the
You-
current
you-
form
you-
that
you-
City
I
is
think
in,
City will win.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like not even
No.
close, or you will give them a good
No,
fight.
City will win. City will win easily.
But think about it. The current form that City is in.
Yeah,
if they don't plan on bouncing back. Arsenal can win it. It's not like Arsenal. Have
Yeah, but there is news that Auba might be injured. So
Really, you're resting the whole team on one player.
Yeah.
No player is bigger than the team, dude.
that player
Messi
saved us, dude. Last season we would have been relegated.
We all know what happened to Messi this transfer, so that's proof that no player is bigger than the club.
No. I think
That's going to be.
Anyways, just in terms of quality, also I think City is much better. So, if it was like maybe a cup game or something, Arsenal would have pulled something out. But I don't think we'll have it.
I think it'll be a draw.
Yeah, Joey.
No, but coming back to the Arsenal City thing, I think Arteta also needs to prove himself. So I don't think it matters to him whether it's a cup game or a friendly or whatever. He's gonna push for it because he's playing his teacher. So that's the other thing to look forward to.
I would have like even gone for an Arsenal win.
Really?
Yeah, look at the form City is in.
I think
But
City.
this
Will
can be the redemption game.
win. I think City will win.
I said draw.
Joey, what are you saying? Are you saying City or Arsenal?
I'm just excited because I don't care if either of them win or
But it's
lose,
predictions, dude. Make a prediction.
Both of them lose.
I would want to see Arsenal win
Okay.
because obviously I don't see City win.
Okay. Tottenham, West Ham.
It's going to be a good game. West Ham have been good.
Yeah,
West Ham
but
have
I
been
still
decent.
Spurs.
Yeah, Tottenham.
I see Spurs.
I think West Ham will win. Yeah, and then Leeds Wolves, but then Leeds I feel should win. I hope Leeds wins just because
I think they will.
they're the underdog. So
I know that United and Leeds also apparently have a rivalry, but it's been 16 years since they've been in the top flight, so I don't even know what that rivalry is about. But I like
what are you
I
talking?
like their game. United and Leeds, they
No,
also have
Leeds
a
versus
huge
Wolves,
rivalry.
dude.
No, he's talking about the rivalry between United and Leeds.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. I just asked for a prediction, dude. Leeds or Wolves?
Sorry, what?
Leeds or Wolves? Who do you think will win?
That's a tough decider. Both of them have kind of the same attacking strategy. I would want to see Leeds win actually.
Yeah, same. Did you say Leeds or Wolves?
I
Like
want Leeds to
Leicester.
win, but I think Wolves will win.
Yeah.
Because the way, for me, I think the way when Leicester won the league, how they just went through the league, I think Leeds is going to come up as that underdog. If not this season, then maybe the next.
Maybe, I don't know. But I don't think Leeds have it in them to go that far. But I feel like they can pull off like smaller upsets. Anyway, that's it. That's all we've had to talk about. Please like the video. Please subscribe. Please hit that notification button. Thanks for watching. Bye.
Bye guys. See you in the next
Bye.
one.